See, we completed chapter number 2, polynomial. Now we will start standard 9th CBSE, chapter number 1. And that is a number system. What is the name of the chapter? Number system. See, the same topic you have learned in standard 8 also. In standard 8 you have learned about the number line and how to represent different types of number on it. Right? That you have learned. See, if you draw any number line, any arbitrary point I consider as O. If you go from O to right hand side, all are positive numbers. And if you go from O to left hand side, all are negative number. Okay? Positive numbers are on right hand side of O. Negative numbers are represented on left hand side of O. Clear? You have learned different type of number like natural number, whole number, integers, rational number. Clear? Now you are going to learn one special type of sum. They are called irrational number. Rational and irrational together we form a number system, that is a set of real number, collection of all real number. Real number contain rational as well as irrational. Now we start our number system with a collection of natural number, and collection of natural number are denoted by symbol n. And n is a collection of natural number, and natural number starts from 1, 1, 2, 3, and there is no end. It is there are infinite number of natural number. 1, 2, 3, then we put dash. Matlab pattern continue. Pattern continue. Every natural number has a successor. What is a 2? 2 is a successor of 1. 3 is a successor of 2. And every natural number is a successor of a natural number other except 1. 1 is not a successor of any natural number, but 2, 3, 4 are the successor of their previous natural number. Clear? So n starts from 1. Smallest natural number is 1. And if I want to represent number 1 on number line, then we take some distance from O. You consider as a unit distance, and this is my 1. And keeping same distance for 1 minute, this is my 2, this is my 3, and so on. So this way I represent natural number on number line. Now I add 0 in it. When I add 0 with natural number, then it becomes a collection of whole number. They are also infinite, so we put 3 dots. Now if I consider all negative natural number, matlab I consider 0, 1, 2, 3 and negative natural number like -1, -2, -3, they are called negative integer. So collection of all integers in that 0, all positive natural numbers and all negative natural numbers. This collection is called set of integers. So in some book they are using notation I also. I and Z are same. Then I write all the number of the form P by Q, rational number. This is my collection of rational number denoted by notation Q. Q is set of all x such that x can be represented in a form P by Q, where P and Q are integers. Integers. But Q is not 0. Or you can say Q belongs to N. P belongs to Z and Q belongs to N. P belongs to Even I can say P belongs to W and Q belongs to N. P belongs to Z and Q belongs to N. So P can take negative sign, but Q neither take negative sign nor it takes value 0. So all the number of the time, type 2 by 3, minus 5 by 4, 3 by 7, all are 9 by 4, all are rational number. Rational number, word rational, it comes from ratio. It's a ratio of two integers, right? Or rational number is a quotient of two integers, clear? Where denominator is not 0. So quotient ka Q notation has come from quotient because it is a quotient of two integers, providing denominator is not 0. And the word rational is coming from ratio, clear? So this n is a natural number, it comes from nature. So here every terminology has meaning. All the terminology are meaningful. So all natural number are rational number, because any natural number 2 can be written as 2 by 1. Every natural number can be in a form P by Q, ratio of two integer. Any negative integer also are of the form minus 3 by 1. Even 0 also can be written as 0 by 1. So all natural number, all whole number, all integers are rational. So I can say you have learned set theories in state board. You have not learned set theory. Otherwise I can say all natural number are belongs to W. So n is subset of W. All whole number R belongs to Z. All element of W are in Z. So W is subset of Z. Z is subset of Q and Q is subset of R. In state board, A standard set theory is in that syllabus. Every collection which are well defined are called set. So here N, W, Z and Q are sets because they are well defined. Now there are number like the number which cannot be represented in a form P by Q, where P, Q are integer and Q is not 0, are called irrational number. Irrational numbers. And irrational numbers are of the form root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, all are called irrational number. Why they are called irrational number? Because they cannot be represented in a form P by Q. Because if root 2 is root 2 by 1, then root 2 is not belongs to Z. They are not integer. So also I can say square root of 4 is rational. Because when no sign is given, square root of 4 is always taken as a positive square root. It is answer is 2 and 2 is a rational number. Clear? So irrational number are square root of P, where P is not a perfect square. If I write square root of P, where P is not a perfect square, P is not a perfect square. P is not a perfect square. Then root P is a irrational number, okay? So all rational and irrational together is called R. R is a set of real number. So R is a set of real number, collection of real number. And in 11th science when you come, R will be extended to C. C matlab set of complex number. You know, square of any real number is positive. But there are some number whose square is negative. So such number I call it as a imaginary number. What I call it as a imaginary number, okay? How to represent? You know very well. Every real number are represented as a unique point on number line. In 8th standard, your teacher taught you. And every point on number line represent unique real number, okay? There is 1-1 correspondence between R and number line. So this number line is also called, real number line. Real number line. Because it represents all real number. Clear? This number line is also called real number line. Now see, now let me revise how to represent every number on a number line. Rational number है तो how to represent them. Right? Now see, suppose R is a rational number, okay? Suppose R is 1/2. Then 1/2 also can be written as 2/4. It is also written as 3/6. Right? It is also written as 4/8 and so on. All these rational number represent a unique rational number, 1/2. All these rational number, it is 5/10 or 6/12. All these rational number. The reduced form is, simplified form is 1/2. So many rational number represent unique rational number. And all these rational number who represent a unique rational number are called equivalent fraction. What is called? Equivalent rational number. What is called? Equivalent rational number. Or rational number are also called fraction. So they are called equivalent rational number because many rational numbers like 2/4, 3/6, 4/8, 5/10, 6/12, they represent same rational number, 1/2. They represent unique rational number, 1/2. So that unique rational 1/2, where HCF of P and Q is 1. When HCF of P by Q, P and Q is 1, then P by Q is called a rational number in a simplest form or reduced form. And it represents many rational number, equivalent rational number. So all the equivalent rational number represent a unique rational number where HCF of both P and Q is 1. Here HCF is 2, here HCF of both is 3, here HCF 4/8, HCF of both P and Q is 4. But here in 1/2 HCF of 1 and 2 is 1. So it is in a reduced form or simplest form. So all other are called equivalent rational number, okay? Now, how to represent this on a number line that you have learned in your standard 8. Suppose this is a number line L. Arbitrary point 0. Suppose you want to represent 1/2 on a number line. Then 1/2 is between 0 and 1. So we should divide this distance 0 to 1 into two parts, q parts. This is in a form p by q. So p by q is in a reduced form, right? HCF of p and q is 1. And if I want to represent then on a number line, then you divide. First you find out 1 by 2 lies between what? 0 to 1. So between 0 to 1, it divide into two equal parts. And out of two parts, one part is 1/2. So this is 1/2. Suppose you want to represent 3 by 2. Then 3 by 2 lies between 1 and 2. It is greater than 1 and less than 2. So between 1 and 2. Right? This 3 by 2 ka mixed form is 1 integer 1 by 2. So it is between 1 and 2. So fractional part is 1/2. So again 1 to 2 is divided into two parts, and one part, this in between 1 and 2, my 3 by 2 lies. This is my 3 by 2. This is my 1/2. Clear? Solid point. Suppose my rational number p is minus 5 by 6. Then minus 5 by 6 is lying between minus 1 to 0. So I take minus 1 here. Between 0 to minus 1, I should divide 0 to minus 1 into 6 parts. Denominator is 6. So 6 part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So from 6 part, I should consider 5. Numerator is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my 5 by minus 5 by 6. Clear? So we should take 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 points. 5 points divide into 6 parts. So we are going to take only 5 points. Clear? And 0 to first part is minus 1 by 6. Second part is minus 2 by 6. Third is minus 3 by 6. Fourth is minus 4 by 6. Fifth is minus 5 by 6. And minus 1 is minus 6 by 6. Clear? Clear? So you have learned this. Just I revise. Now we know how to represent natural number on number line, whole numbers on number line, integer on number line, and how to represent fraction on number line. Now we will learn how to represent irrational number on number line. Okay? That you have to learn in 9th. I think in 8th also your teacher must taught that part also. Now there are few questions I am asking to you. See, we have learned N, W, Z, Q and R. Now I am asking few questions which clarify the relation between these 5 different collection. See, first question I am putting in front of you is, every whole number is a natural number? Every whole number is a natural number? No. Every whole number is not a natural number, because 0 belongs to W, but 0 does not belongs to N. 0 is a member. This belongs to matlab member of. 0 is a whole number, but 0 is not a natural number. So this statement is false. False statement. Clear? Now second question I am asking you. Every integer is a rational number? Every integer is a rational number? You can answer this question if you understand the number. Okay? If you have understood about everything, you are clear about natural number, whole number and integer and rational number, then and then you can answer this question correctly. Every integer is a rational number? Yes. Every integer can be represented in a form p by q. where q is not, p and q are integer, but q is not 0. Suppose you take any integer -3, it is -3 by 1. P is -3, q is 1. So every integer satisfied the definition of rational number. So this statement is true. Third question I am asking, every rational number is an integer. Every rational number is an integer. Suppose I take 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is a rational number, right? Because it satisfied the definition of rational number. But 2 by 3 is not an integer. One example is enough to say this statement is false statement. Clear? Because every rational number cannot be an integer. Every integer is a rational number, but every rational number are not integer.